Yo, buddy! The review is here. I am Griffin and welcome to the channel, guys. And I just want to say, I'm sorry that there has been a little bit of a hiatus on this channel, but we are back with more reviews for TV shows and film and all that and that good content that you guys want. And if you so happen to be watching this now, it is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. And what I would really love is for a brilliant birthday present. If you go on and you subscribe to this channel, it would really mean a lot to me. I don't think that you should just subscribe because it's my birthday. I think that you should subscribe because on this channel we have it all. We do movie reviews, we do TV reviews, and we do MCU tributes, DC tributes, Star Wars tributes, and soon to be in the future there will also be Game of Thrones tributes. And there's been a show that's been that I've taken a liking to as well, The Umbrella Academy, and there will be more content for that TV show with tributes being dedicated to this channel. So guys, and we are also, by the time this video is up, we will be into 22 videos on this channel in just over a month. So this is the place to be for all your filmmaking content. It's all here. For all your review content is here. I promise you that. So anyway, so please make sure you go down and you subscribe. So without further ado, let's talk about John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum. And man, oh man, this film, it just does not let up. It's everything I think the fans wanted, and I think it's so much more as well. And you know what's crazy with the John Wick franchise is that, with most sequels, one film takes place after another. You get this kind of time span where it can be 2 to 3 years after each film, retrospectively, right? And what's crazy is, and especially for the people that have gone out and gone to see Parabellum, is that in the time span of these films that we've been watching for the last 5 to 6 years, 5 years, the timeline with John Wick and all the events that have happened throughout these films have only been 7 days. That is insane. Imagine all because of one incident now ensued this road of insane, nonchalant insanity that's happened for the course of 7 days. It's kind of hard to fathom, and I find that just crazy in itself, that all these great action scenes that have taken place over the course of the 5 years in these films, in the timeline, if it was quote unquote to be realistic, it would have all happened within 7 days. I just think that's just complete craziness. But yeah, guys, this is a really kick-ass film. From the get-go, it doesn't let up. And I feel as if with this film, it went back to the roots of what made the first John Wick amazing. I think if I was to rank the John Wick series, I would go with, I just for the crazy action scenes that are in Chapter 3, I'd go Chapter 3, and then the original, and then I'd go with the second film in Last Pace. But overall, the franchise is just amazing. And what I love about this, it went back to the roots of John Wick. It re-enlisted the empathy that created the whole arc for John Wick. Him having to deal with the loss of his wife, him then losing his dog. And that was kind of reinstated in Parabellum. It went to the real backbone of what makes John Wick, and I think that was a good little touch. And we also learned things about John Wick that we just did not know before, and I think that was great. We got to know more about his origin, and I think I think from a writing standpoint, with the screenwriters and they're involved with the filmmaking team, I think that really then put the audience's trust back in John Wick, and that's what ultimately led us to want to root for him more. And I think it was because when you do things like that, when you create empathy with a character, it's not just an action flick, but with John Wick, 8% of the film is for the crazy directed action scenes. But I like that little bit they sprinkled that pepper in there with the backstory, and I thought that was really good. And look, Keanureeves, he is just, there's no wrong that man can do. He's just amazing, brilliant. He just completely hands himself over to the role. You feel every punch, you feel every kick, you feel every judo swing. And just so that you bear in mind, if you've not seen it or if you have seen it, there is no stunt double. He's a 50-year-old man and he's doing these stunts. There's no stunt double, nothing. With most of these actors, there's no stunt double. I mean, you can tell there's no stunt double because there is no shaky cam. All the cinematography shots are done with this wide shot, and you get to see everything play out on the screen. And I just don't know how he does it. It's got to the point where this guy, he's like a freak of nature, and he's like a machine. He's a machine. He's doing jiu-jitsu. He's doing Muay Thai. Every form of martial art that you can think about is in John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Complete fire. Amazing. And it's just nuts. It's just nuts. Absolute nuts. And with that being said, I have to obviously give credit to Halle Berry as well. I mean, oh my God. I mean, I think what's kind of happened in this film is I think because obviously Halle Berry, you can go and look at her videos on Instagram, and she the director kicked her ass into shape basically for this film. And I think that experience of being around this cohort of stunt coordinators and all the craziness that comes with the production of a John Wick film, I think then when she saw the guy, when they saw the filmmaker's passion for the project, and I think that's what led to her giving her a great performance in this film, because I don't want to go too much into Keanu Reeves' personal life, but if anyone knows, he's had a tragic life. He's lost people that are close to him, and I think when you're on set and you kind of relate to each other, or if you can relate to this, if you are an actor or anyone in the dramatic arts, when you spend that much time with someone, it changes you, and I could really see that. Being around Keanu, it rubbed off on her, and she gave a powerful performance, one of the most powerful performances I've ever seen her do. And this is the crazy thing. She's on screen for about, not long. I mean, it depends how you look at it, but in my eyes, I didn't really think she was on. She was in the film for a very great scene, and it's worth it. And the scene, it's about 10 minutes long, so it is plenty of screen time, really. So it's more screen time than some actors in Endgame, or do you know what I mean? And she does a great job. But the dogs, oh my God, the dogs were sick. There is a particular village scene, and it's off the chain. It really is just amazing, and you have to just applaud, the people that create the stunt coordinators and the director, because it's done to a T. Oh my God, there's so many set. You've got the beginning in the library, and boy, if you've watched that, you know what I'm talking about. The beginning, and then you've got the horse scene. That was nuts. The samurais on the bike. The the 15-minute showdown. The hand-to-hand fight scene with the Asian assassins. That that was off the chain as well. Just man, it look. Ultimately, I think I did have some discrepancies with this film. I only had one thing that I did dislike, and it is a decision. And here's the thing: we're most likely gonna have to do maybe a spoiler talk video for future reference. And there's a decision near the end, and it makes me think. The film is called Parabellum, which means in Latin, prepare for war. And you really do believe in the back of your head that there's going to be a definitive ending. And the fact that the filmmakers made that decision to go back and make a thing of the roots of where John Wick came from the first film and add it to the third film, you know, for the first and the second act, and mostly the third act as well, and then that decision to then go, oh, but here's this, it kind of, it took away a little bit of the zest from the film ultimately. But you know, I've had some time to think about it, and I think here's the thing with John Wick, really, for the most part, we don't really go to see John Wick for the great writing ability or the non-linear structure, or there isn't, you know, it's simple, and John Wick to a certain degree is a simple character, and I think we go there for the set pieces, for the directing, and for those scenes and how they're constructed together. And ultimately, you need to have a story that is written well. You know, you do need to have that, and that was my only downplay with it. You know, but obviously, you know, you know, I can't go into too much. I'm going to stop myself there. But guys, for future reference on this channel, I will be doing a season review on Black Mirror season 5, and that will be coming June the 5th on Netflix. And by the latest, you'll get it by you will either see it on this channel on the 5th of June, the 6th, or the 7th, within those couple of days, I promise you. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button, because it's all kicking off here. And you will also see by the end of this month a Game of Thrones season 8 review as well. Come on, subscribe, press the button, press the damn button. But yeah, it's all going to be here. But guys, that concludes this review. You will be seeing, also to add on top of that, you'll be seeing a John Wick spoiler review, spoiler review for John Wick, Parabellum, and you'll also be seeing reviews on Monday. There'll be 2 videos dropping. There'll be a Pokemon movie review, and there will be a Dragged Across Concrete review. And ooh, have I got some things to talk about there? And you can watch, where is it going to be? It's going to be in this corner here. You can watch my review for Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Vile and Evil. Just up here, you can watch that. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. And in the noble words of John Wick, be seeing you soon.